Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Sly Cooper Thieves in Time for the Sony PlayStation 3. In the last video, we got Episode 3 started by getting all of the clue bottles, and it's a good thing we did because we got Clockwork's Eye, which allows us to look for the clue bottles with the help of the Binocucom. Whether this will make finding the note bottles or clue bottles faster, that remains to be seen. But now that that's over with, we have some missions to do, such as Stone Age Reconnaissance with Sly. And I am going to get a drink of water as soon, or rather while this loading screen does loading screen things. I wish there wasn't so many of these. There we go. Now we need to make our way up there. And the quickest way is up the signpost with the Cooper logo on it.
Bad news just got worse, Sly. Looks like a couple of pieces of the time drive broke off in that crash landing. I need you to track down the missing components ASAP. Fortunately, the advanced trajectoral management processor is still functional, so I was able to calculate their most likely positions. Unfortunately, they seem to have landed in some dangerous terrain. The temporal sprocket appears to have fallen close to some pterodactyl nests, and I'm afraid one of these prehistoric penguins might have gotten its flippers on the gravity encabulator. Oh, they may look cute, but those little devils are nasty. This isn't gonna be a simple pickup, Sly. Get some photos of their precise locations, and I'll analyze them to formulate a plan. But watch your back. I don't think we're the first guests at this party. See the structure on that mountain? It appears to be some kind of conveyor belt system. Definitely not Ice Age technology. Get a picture of that machinery, too. I smell a rat. Or possibly something even worse.
Bentley, have you heard anything from Carmelita?
Sorry, Sly. I think maybe she just needs to cool off. For what it's worth, I'm just as worried about Penelope.
I know, pal. And we're gonna get her back. I promise.
All right. Did I collect any masks? Any Sly masks from being up here? I don't think I did. Kind of hard to tell. I may have picked it up and just probably not even knew it. But in the meantime, I want to go... Well, first of all, I want to take a picture of that pterodactyl. There we go.
Very nice, Sly. Getting a shot of that pterodactyl took some skill.
Yeah. Let's come back when I don't look so appetizing.
And now that we've gotten the temporal sprocket accounted for, we need to go for the gravity encapsulator and the conveyor. So, some parts of the time machine flew off when we showed up over here. And we need to find out where they are. Once we find out where they are, it'll be a little easier to get what we need to get. And if I can steal some things, I should be able to get a trophy. Okay. We need to get over to here and be careful on the way if we want to get one of the parts. At least get a picture of one of the parts. And if that moves, then I'll have a better idea of what I'm looking at. Well, that was talented. And, well, since you saw me, I might as well just go ahead and smack you into a pit somewhere. I don't want to see if this guy has a shiny pocket as well. Push comes to shove, more than likely we'll just get some more gold. Ah, this is what I was looking for. Now, all we need to do is wait for this thing to show up, this penguin, and we should be able to get the encabulator. There we go. Thought I would miss that.
Perfecto, Sly. I'll find a way to pry the encabulator out of their dastardly beaks.
I don't know, Bentley. These little guys don't look so bad to me.
Something tells me that Sly Cooper may soon eat those words. But in the meantime, we do have another thing to look for, and it's right there. So we need to make our way further in that direction. And I'm hoping that I can get away from this thing. And it's going to throw a rock at me. Perfect. Just what I always wanted. Okay, he didn't see me. Really? I so wanted that treasure. Just for that one nice little trophy, but oh well. Anyway, we need to get over there. Also, we're back at the hideout, which means I can go ahead and smash the Cooper Gang snowman for a bunch of coins, which is exactly what I'm going to do. So, last time around, while we were playing this, we noticed the Cyril the Paradox logo that we've been seeing for the prologue as well as the first two levels. The first two chapters. And we saw it again here. And we also started seeing some things that looked not quite prehistoric. Speaking of things that are not from their time period, since I forgot to mention it, when Toothpick grew like double his size and became giant size, or, well, I wouldn't exactly say he's double his size from that. But when he grew giant size, I was expecting his appearance to change more than just being like 3, 4, 5 times his size. Instead, it was just him, only ginormous. And I kind of felt a little let down because of that. Like, you've hid that from me twice, game. I was expecting Toothpick to look a lot more menacing when he's giant-sized. So, why let me down in that department, game? Why let me down in that department? I mean, it may have been just to make Toothpick look more menacing than he was, but it just didn't really do it for me. And we need to stand on top of the statue and zoom in right here and then take the picture.
Okay, that conveyor belt does not belong here. The question is, what is it being used for? Sly, I'm picking something up. Look for a building that resembles an arena, and let's take a closer look. My thermovision is picking up a lot of activity there.
You got it, pal.
So let's go ahead and... There's another slime mass over there to the right, near where that egg was, that nest. And I believe we need to go over here.
1, 2, got a masterpiece for you.
Sly, get a shot of that guy and maybe we could identify him.
Well, he's certainly not a Memphis Grizzly, that's for sure. Ooh, boy. Well, it looks like we're going to have to stay on this crate in order to do anything. Nice. And we should be able to get a picture of the Grizz. How he can't see us, I will never know. And I want to wait for him to turn around. Or that works.
Okay, no way this guy dug that bling up around here.
No, you're absolutely right, Sly. He definitely doesn't belong here. This whole place demands an investigation. Let's start by figuring out who we're dealing with here. Good job, Sly. Now head back to the hideout.
And we are done with this mission, amazingly. Can't believe it. And it didn't take as long as I thought it would. And now that we have the Wi-Fi symbol over there near the Shell laptop, we now have new things to buy on ThiefNet. Let's see what we can do. Well, there's a meter recharger, which automatically recharges the gadget meter of a blink of an eye. I definitely want that. There's the ability to run while charging the triangle button attack up with Murray. And we also have multi-bomb for Bentley, which allows Bentley to drop up to 5 bombs in quick succession with each release of the triangle button, which is nice. And if I could play these characters, I'd be able to buy their stuff. So we have another mission for Sly. Unexpected ties. Something tells me we're probably going to find our ancestor just based on the name of that mission alone. And there is a slime mask for this mission, but thankfully it is pretty easy to find if you know what you're doing. Now all I have to do is just wait for this loading screen. And let's go ahead and get ourselves some coins. Why not? Just go ahead and get some coins off of the mushrooms here, as well as the plants and what have you. Get them off of these things, and get them off of these things too. Nice. Okay. We need to figure out where we need to go from here. This is a really good place to get some coins and also find out where we need to go from here. And great, it looks like we're going to have to go over in that direction. Well, at least our new antagonist for this area explains the weird looking
Come out wherever you are.
claw icons with the G inside of them that we've also been seeing throughout this area. Something tells me we're definitely going to be able to learn more about him as we do stuff. And what do you know? We land right here.
Sly, we need to figure out what that bear is up to. That crack in the wall looks like the perfect entrance. But you'd better keep a low profile until we know what's going on.
I hear you, pal.
And we need to head towards that crack in the wall near the Grizz's lair, which we have seen before. We did go over there over in this area for the clue bottles last time around. And I might as well go ahead and grab some more coins. Why not? And that didn't seem to do much of anything. I tried to hit him from behind and nothing. It didn't go like it should have. And if he would just stop running in this direction, that would be great. Alright. We can get rid of him. For some reason, I thought I was close enough behind him to do the stealth attack, and, well, didn't happen like I wanted. Anyway, I wonder if there's any more things that I can attack. I guess not. Well, it's off to the cave then, where we will have to sneak into the Grizz's lair in order to find out what's going on.
Still no word from Carmelita?
No worries, Sly. I'm sure we'll hear from her soon.
Anyway, might as well just smack these things around for coins and also maybe the occasional health pickup. That would be nice. That would be nice if we can get some health off of these things, though I doubt we will. Well, so much for that, I guess. At least we'll get plenty of coins for ThiefNet, though. Anyway, we need to start by going over here. And we need to be careful because these bubbles will damage us if you run into them. And I need to jump away from these things. Now, thankfully, once they pop, they're not much of a threat. It's if you run directly into them that they become a real problem. And let's go ahead and break some stuff. Get more coins out of the deal. Getting a lot of coins here. They'll definitely be worth it because we spent 1,000 on that last power-up for Sly. And
I know. I heard when Joe messed up, the boss turned him into a coat for that Paradox guy. Yeah, that Paradox is bad news. I heard last time he was here, he yanked this one guy's tusks, just for fun. Ouch. Yeah, good luck talking to the ladies without any tusks.
Watch yourself, Sly, and don't alert the guards.
I hear you, pal.
And now we need to continue in this direction. And we need to watch out for the enemies that are here. And I thought I'd be able to climb up that and not get caught, but he turned around right when I didn't want him to. Also, I swear he had a shiny pocket.
I hear you, pal.
I'm not going to steal from these guys unless I know for a fact that I can get away with it. And unless I can get away with it, I'm not going to do it. I doubt that guy has a shiny pocket either. And what do you know? He didn't approach me. That's weird. Anyway. Had to mute the mic there so I could cough. And we need to make our way up that log and up this tree branch just to do things. And we need to climb up this icicle, and we will slide down while we're on it. And you want to be right next to the icicle that you want to climb onto. Otherwise, that happens, where we just go super far, and we just end up in an earlier point.
Wow. I'm glad I'm not that poor guy. What's weird is that he looks kind of familiar.
Wait. Holy missing links! Sly, that's a prehistoric raccoon. I wonder if he could be...
My ancestor?
It's a distinct possibility. Let's help him out. Sly, I have an idea. But you need to get that saber-toothed tiger skin. Just don't let the guards see you.
I'm on it, Bentley. One tiger skin coming up. Well, look who's at the party. Why am I not surprised he's part of this?
That caveman's club. Doesn't it look almost like a cane? Sly, you need to hurry.
Gee, I wonder if he's our ancestor. PS3 trophy announcement shows up. Okay. Well, we do need to save that guy. I mean, if they're suddenly bringing up whether or not he's our ancestor, he most certainly is our ancestor. I'm just going on a hunch here. And a PS3 trophy message.
I think you might want to use the paraglider here, Sly.
Okay, Omo Chow. And now we need to do some more icicle climbing. Thankfully, that's the only one we need to use at this point.
This guy's painting is not improving my opinion of him.
Forget about the art. See that key? I bet it unlocks that door.
Right. Time for some real art. The art of pickpocketing.
Van Gogh ain't got nothing on me. Come on now, hold that big fool still.
Great.
Van Gogh ain't got nothing on me. Come on now, hold that big fool still.
Well, I can't believe I got caught there and I almost got caught again.
You got the key. Go grab that tiger skin, Sly.
And now we can just stay away from the guy and open this door.
Excellent, Sly. Now get that tiger skin.
And we will be doing that after a little bit of exploration. You obviously want to press circle at the tiger skin, but before you do that, there is a slime mask behind the bed. I want to make sure you get that. Also, apparently he's doing some sort of paint by number. Fantastic. I don't think he's that much of an artistic genius. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure that Dimitri is probably a better artist than he is.
Not really my color, but I'll make it work.
And we now have the third costume of the game, the saber-tooth costume.
Way to go, Sly. Now get going.
Sly's Gadget Grid has a new costume. You can use a new costume by holding L2. And
Outstanding, Sly. That saber-tooth skin is just what we need. If I know my biomechanics, and I do, then I believe those claws will give you extra traction, allowing you to make some amazing leaps.
so all you have to do, if we can get to it and the game shows us how,
Try using a leap to cross that gap. Press and hold the R2 button to target that post. Then press the X button to leap to the target.
so we can press R2 to play dead, and then we can press X to do the cyclone pounce on anything that we can jump to. Who is aware of our presence? Oh, it's those two emus there in the background. Okay, yeah. Once they start fighting, the enemy spotted alert shows up, Well, let's go ahead and use a Cyclone Pounce. Press R2 to play dead, then press X, and you'll automatically leap to this thing once you see the arrow pointing at it. You can also use the Cyclone Pounce to attack enemies, like so. It's like an improved version of the focus jump that Ryuichi had. The only downside is you have to wait for the yellow gadget meter at the bottom to refill before you can use it again. Thankfully, it doesn't refill very slowly. And now we need to get rid of our costume so we can climb up this. Don't worry about the emus. They'll just be preoccupied with each other, and they won't come at you at all. And this was probably a bad idea. Yeah, you do not want to land in that because that will hurt. Yeah, I forgot that I needed the Cyclone Pounce for that. Well, it'll still get me more coins. Now we need to do this again. And thankfully I can just go ahead and smash some more stuff for more coins. And there is an arrow on the ground telling you, hey, go this way. And now we need to pounce on a guard, and we also need to avoid doing that. I did not expect to land right there, or run straight into that bubble. Apparently the ability to do spire jumps is really, really good here for some reason. Let's see if we can do this properly now. Now we can swing on the thing. And we will have to use our Cyclone Pounce to cross some distances and get over here.
Yo, make it quick with that stick. The Grizz don't play. I ain't got all day. Now that's what I'm talking about. Here's the cheese. Now I want to talk to your boss about my goods.
The guards on those pedestals are the ones restraining him, Sly. Take them out and he should be free.
Looks easy enough.
Be careful, Sly. If you're caught, you'll never get him out of there. This is the perfect situation for your Cyclone Pounce.
And now it's time to put the costume back on, because why are we not in it? And we need to put the Cyclone Pounce into action once we get far enough to hit the first guy with it. Thankfully, this shouldn't be too hard. Also, don't worry about running into the bubbles as you do this. Okay, never mind. Do worry about hitting those as you do this. I didn't have this problem at all in the practice run. Really? Looks like I'm going to have to wait for these to all disappear before I can do anything. Which is weird because I didn't have this problem at all when I practiced before doing this video. I mean, I was just able to just do the jumps as soon as I was able to. Now it appears the game's making me want to wait. Or making me have to wait.
Why, this is amazing. I've run comparison tests, facial features, fur length, tail volume, and according to them all, that cave raccoon is definitely your ancestor. I believe you found the very first Cooper.
I'm not sure I see the resemblance, but I'll take your word for it, Bentley. Hey, big guy. What do you say we get out of here? Well, no, we've never met. But a reliable source tells me we're distantly related. I'm not sure what to say. It's truly amazing to meet you. What's your name? My name's Sly. Sly Cooper. What's yours? Right. How about I just call you Bob?
He's right, Sly. You two should get out of there before more guards show up.
Come on, follow me. Okay, I guess we'll do it your way. We got Bob safely back to the hideout, where everyone took an immediate liking to him. And he took an immediate interest in our gadgets. While he was busy, Bentley provided the background on his former captor. The guy's name was Grizz, and he'd made his fame in the art world. Once a common street thug, he'd been thrust into the limelight when he was plucked from the gutter and made famous by a prominent pop artist. Grizz's primitive artwork was hailed as a brilliant new style called paleo graffiti, and for a while he enjoyed a celebrity status. His fame was short-lived, however, when people realized his art was really just bad. Resentful, he returned to his criminal roots, quickly becoming the top art thief on Interpol's most wanted list. One of Carmelita's main targets, it was now clear how he'd managed to evade her capture for so long. After we pried Bob away from Bentley's tools, he explained how Grizz had appeared and started harvesting all the pterodactyl eggs in the area, eliminating his role as food provider for the tribe and greatest egg thief ever. Depressed, he'd gone into a slump and gotten out of shape, which allowed Grizz to capture him and take the new tool he'd invented to help him steal eggs. So it looked like the very first Cooper cane had been stolen as well. Great. We may have rescued Bob from the arena, but we still needed to find out what sort of operation Grizz was running for La Paradox, and why it involved stealing all the eggs. We also needed Bob's help to find the rest of the van parts, and that meant we had to get him back into climbing shape, fast.
And we now have Bob in the fold. We finally found our ancestor. Unfortunately, they've already taken the cane from him. They might as well just go ahead and say, hey, let's not even wait until the end of the episode this time. Let's just take it away now. And we will have to play as him eventually. As a matter of fact, he will be the subject of the next mission that we'll be playing as. In the meantime, I do want to check ThiefNet. And we have two new moves. Run while charging, which is basically the same as Murray's version of the move, is that Sly can do it now, assuming we buy it. And we have a charge shot. Hold R1 and then release it to unleash a dangerous charge shot. So we have two kinds of shots for Carmelita now. So we have holding R1 for continuous fire and holding R1 to do a charge shot, kind of like Mega Man X, or at least Mega Man 4 and onward. Something tells me that we will be having different kinds of shots that we can select from with the L2 button. Most like Bentley's bombs, Sly's costumes, and Murray's fists, I would imagine. I mean, I can't imagine it working any other way. But anyway, we've gotten 2 of the missions in this level, or this episode, done. So I'm going to go ahead and save the game and call it a video. Join me next time where we get Bob back into shape and then see what happens from there. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!